I think I've always known that God had a plan for me, and I abused that. I abused the fact that I knew God was going to use me for good. I would look at myself in the mirror and go, I'm a skinhead. I look like a skinhead, I act like a skinhead, and I love me. I love me. I know who I am. I've spent 80 months in the SHU, you know, for stabbing people and doing all this stuff in prison. And I've been to the hardest prisons in the United States, the most violent prisons in the United States. That's the only way that the old Kevin could do his time. In 2005, I paroled from Corcoran. 15 months before I paroled, I picked up an assault on staff. And I knew I was through. I'd already beaten 2 3-strike cases, already beaten 2 life sentences. I was not going to beat this one. It was done. And I was like, well, here we go. And I remember I got the assault on staff. They put me in a cell in the hole. And I got on my knees for the first time and cried out. I cried out to God, who I really had no love for, absolute hatred for God. And I said, if you're real, I can't do this anymore. I need a change. I just can't do it. Got off parole in 2009, 4 years getting parole. Gave him back an 18-year-old prison number. Was done with that. And then just back to my old self, doing me, getting high, running amok. I got a beautiful family. I got a woman that is not gonna tolerate that stuff. And after about a year and a half, 2 years, about 2 years of just dealing with me, she packed up and came to Virginia. Said, I'm leaving you, dude. I gotta go. My kids need something better. And left me in an empty house in California. And came out here and I went to The Rock. Was at The Rock for about a month, and they kicked me out of The Rock because I had a outstanding ticket in California. Didn't have anywhere to go and went to the shelter downtown. But I always remembered Salvation Army, the ARC. Me coming back to the ARC this time, they changed the schedule over there. They moved their church schedule an hour earlier so we could start coming here to Bible study and soldiership class. So all this stuff opened up for me coming back this time. And I fall back on a scripture, at just the right time Christ died for the ungodly. At just the right time, just that portion of scripture. And through my entire life, he's been there at just the right time. He's never given me more than I can handle. All the stuff that I've been through, and basically put myself through. It's never been too much. But there's always, and I look back and there's always been an escape route. Always, but it's up to me to take it. I don't have to take it. I can stand there and be crushed. And I have been crushed. And it takes bravery to step outside of that and separate yourself from the herd. It really does. It's hard to do. To be ridiculed by your peers. These are your peers, these dope fiends, these drug addicts that have nothing just like you, and they're so smart they're in the same rehab that you're in. I know whatever he's got me to do, there's never red tape. The door is huge. You know, it has to be huge for me. You know, because I can't come up to the door and go, well, I think I can fit through there. You know, because more than likely I'm not going to try.